Honourable member for Churchill.
Mr. Speaker, Western grain producers are losing $140 million a week as the grain transport crisis drags on. Testimony at committee revealed a critical lack of coordination in the supply chain and a vacuum of federal leadership. The government still hasn't committed to compensating Western producers for their mounting losses, and the bill must be amended to actually get more grain moving than the Ordering Council already did. Will the minister work with us to make the changes that so many Western Canadians really need?
Honourable Minister of Agriculture.
Mr. Speaker, I welcome any help from the opposition. Generally, they just vote against anything we bring forward when it comes to helping Canadian farmers, especially Western Canadian farmers. Marketing freedom has been an overwhelming success. We're starting to give more oversight powers to Quorum out of Edmonton so that they have the information we need to watch corridor by corridor with the specificity we need to make sure that all commodities get to the marketplace that they desire, Mr. Speaker.
The honourable member for Welland.
Mr. Speaker, marketing freedom enabled farmers to see the biggest basis spread they've ever saw in their entire life. Over $140 million a week going out of the pockets of farmers into the grain companies' coffers and the elevator system, and this minister says the farmers are winners. Well, let me tell you, Mr. Speaker, farmers aren't winners, farmers are losers in this game, and it's time this government stood up for them. Will the minister amend the bill, and will he work with us? Because I've heard the story before from the minister, but just bring us your good ideas. Well, the last time we brought them our good ideas, they voted against every single one of them. So let me tell you, Mr. Speaker, we've got good ideas. I hope that minister and his committee will actually listen to them.
The Honourable Minister of Agriculture.
Well, Mr. Speaker, as the member opposite knows, the panels ended last night with representation from across all spectrums out there, predominantly in Western Canada, where they're facing the backlogs. We continue to work forward. I know the clerk is putting together the report that will come back. Amendments are due tomorrow morning, I understand, 10:30, and we'll see what all comes forward. But I do have a quote here from Norm Hall, the president of the Agricultural Producers Association of Saskatchewan, a good friend of the member of Wascanis. Listen to this. Agriculture in relative terms is doing well. Even with the rail backlog, we've had a number of decent years with decent prices behind us. So we're not hurting like we were in the 90s under their stewardship, Mr. Speaker.